Welcome back. We are continuing to study trigonometry, and we're starting chapter 9 and 9.1, solving trigonometric equations with identities. So the learning objectives is to verify the fundamental trigonometric identities and simplify trigonometric expressions using algebra and identities. And here on this picture, we see different passports, and it says international passports and travel documents, different looking passports, same person. So it refers to some trigonometric expressions that can look different, but in essence, they're the same thing. And so we're gonna explore this in this section. And we're gonna prove that they are the same, even if they look different. So the intro. Identities enable us to simplify complicated expressions. They are the basic tools of trigonometry used in solving trigonometric equations, just as factoring, finding common denominators, and using special formulas are the basic tools of solving algebraic equations. To verify the trigonometric identities, we usually start with the more complicated side of the equation and essentially rewrite the expression until it has been transformed into the same expression as the other side of the equation. So basically, we start with a more complicated side and work with it until it looks like the other side. So that's the basic technique that we're going to use. Now, sometimes, but it's rather exception than the rule, we will work on one side and on the other side separately and until they look the same. But in most of the cases, we're going to start with one side and transform it, applying legal rules that we already established until one side looks like the other side. And so the first example that we're going to look at is proof that 1 plus cotangent squared equals cosecant squared of theta. So let's dive into it. So by looking at this expression, we're going to identify this is our left side of the expression, and this is our right side. And the left side looks more complicated than the right side. So we're gonna start with the left side. So the left side is 1 plus cotangent squared theta. And I'm gonna apply our identities that we already know. So what do I know about cotangent? What can I apply here? Well, I know that cotangent is basically cosine divided by sine. We have cotangent squared, so it's going to be cosine squared theta divided by sine squared theta. Okay, what else can I do here? Well, I can combine this one with this fraction. In order to do that, I need a common denominator. So I'm going to rewrite 1 as sine squared theta divided by sine squared theta. And I'm going to rewrite my cotangent. Okay. Now combining the numerator and keeping the denominator, I'm going to get sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta over sine squared theta. Well, we know according to Pythagorean identities, sine square theta plus cosine square theta simplify into 1 over sine square theta. And we also know that 1 over sine theta is our cosecant. So this is going to be cosecant squared theta, which is equals to our right side, precisely our right side of the equation. So this is how you do that, how you apply identities. Now, let's take a look at the next one. And it says, again, verify the Pythagorean identities. And this one is very similar to the previous one. So I would like you to do this one by yourself.